maximize your productivity, enhance your content, and say goodbye to burnout all in a day's work. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Megan Ewing. If you are new here, I am your go-to guide to level up in life and in business. As a female entrepreneur and business coach, I've been navigating the challenging world of content creation for years. I understand the struggle of juggling multiple roles and tasks in an attempt to keep up with the fast-paced digital world. But what if I told you there is a productivity secret that can transform the way you approach your work? A hack that not only streamlines your process, but it improves the quality of your work and the output and saves you a ton of time and sanity. In today's video, we're diving into the art of batching, a proven strategy used by successful content creators all over the world. We'll discuss what batching is, how it works, and how you can implement it in your content creation strategy. I promise by the end of this video, you'll have a solid game plan to master the batching technique, take your productivity to the next level. So you ready to change the game? Let's get started. So what is batching? Batching is the process of grouping similar tasks together to streamline and maximize productivity. It reduces the amount of time spent between switching tasks and trying to multitask, and it can really drain the focus and the efficiency. I'll go into when and why I started batching. So if you've been on my channel before, you know I am a mother of 3. It is now July, so we are into the summer break, balancing everybody's hungry every 20 minutes. Everybody needs this, the dog needs to go out, somebody wants to go to the pool, someone wants to go here, someone wants to take a walk, someone wants to go to a playground. So I knew there was just no time for me to have, there wasn't enough time for me to accomplish what I was accomplishing while the kids were at school every day. So I decided in June, I was going to batch out my content as much as possible, and also my daughter's content. So my daughter has a YouTube channel also, Famous Rose 22. So I wanted to batch out mine and her content so that way it was one less thing to worry about while everyone was home for summer break. So what did that look like for me? And what would that look like for you? For me, it meant I actually made a whole schedule, and the schedule consisted of, okay, I actually went on ChatGPT. And if you're not using ChatGPT or other AI, you may want to look into it and see if it's something that'll work for you. So I used ChatGPT and I asked ChatGPT, hey, I want to batch June, July, August content for my YouTube channel. Included in that, I want to do 1 video a week, 3 to 5 shorts a week. And I also included and it sounds crazy, but I also included not only batching my YouTube, but also my Instagram and Facebook posts, just so I knew that if it was a busy week, I still had content going up, even if it wasn't as much content as I wanted. So when I wanted, put in ChatGPT and I got a schedule. The schedule was definitely a lot because I was trying to accomplish basically 3 months worth of work in 15 days. But it gave me the starting point, and I knew, okay, if I can do this, my summer's done. If I fail at this schedule, my summer's already started. So at least I know I took a lot of the load off of me. So when it comes to batching, there's a few different steps. That was part of my planning step. So there's a planning step, there's a production step, and there's an editing step, and then there's a distribution step. So I'll go through my YouTube, and a lot of it can work for other platforms if there is a scheduling aspect to those. So for my YouTube, that was my plan. So now I had to set all of the actions. So when it came to production, I decided, okay, let's try to knock out 3 videos. I think it was 3 or 4 videos per week. And that would leave me like working a little bit into the last day of school. So 3 to 4 videos a week. And then of course, I want to make my videos into shorts. So I found software that makes that process easier. But getting in front of the camera is the hard part. I need the dog to stop barking. I need the kids out of the house. I need the husband out of the house. I need everything quiet so you guys can hear me fully. So production, I decided before, my process was I would record a video and I would actually record, edit, and do everything scheduled in the same day. I realized that was taking so much time away from me because I was stopping my mode of recording to change into editing mode, to change into scheduling mode, and it was just passing a lot of time. So I decided when I was going to batch, I'm recording at one point, editing at a different point, and then I will schedule. So the scheduling part probably sounds like it's pretty easy, but you got to remember with the scheduling part, that is now you have to create your thumbnail. So if you're doing YouTube, you got to create your thumbnail. You have to create your description, decide on your hashtags. So it's a little bit more than just, here, YouTube, take it and put it up. So that was my setup. And the production time, I decided I want to redo where I was working. So I did that first. And now I have my beautiful setup, which I love. And I can sit down. I leave most of what I use set up, because the worst part about recording videos is setting up. Well, at least for me, is setting up. So if it's already set up, that takes away that burden of, oh, I gotta set up the light, I gotta do this. You know, I like all the lights behind me. So to have to do that, that means I have to stop and get out of that. And by that time, I don't feel like recording. So now I just leave it set up and click the lights on, get ready to go, plop my phone in, plop the camera in, whatever I'm using for the day. Find the little things that stop you from being productive and fix it. So now I'm batched. So I'm doing my recording. So my production aspect of it is done. Editing, find the software that works for you. So I currently use 2 different softwares, not simultaneously. I've always worked with Premiere Pro. I like it. It's easy to use. For me, it's easy to use. I don't have a background in video editing, and I wasn't ready to outsource my editing. So I wanted to find something that was easy to use. And then recently I found Wondershare, which seems even more user-friendly than Adobe Premiere. So figure out what works for you. There's plenty of options out there, and make it easy. The way that batching will work is if you make the tasks that sometimes bother you a lot easier. Find the tools. There's so many tools out there. And especially with AI now, like there's so many tools out there that can help you be more productive. You just have to find them. So I get my editing done, and once I'm done editing, I'll edit however many videos that I did, and then I can start scheduling. I take time into my thumbnails. I use Canva. So I'm giving you all my tools so that you guys can continue in your content creation. But I use Canva, create my thumbnails. They're usually pretty simple, but I want them to grab people's attention. I know the information in the videos is very helpful, but no one will know the information if they don't watch the video. So the thumbnail does that for me. The thumbnail is what I'm using to sell myself to them and make them interested in the video. So pay attention to your thumbnails, pay attention to your titles. You want to grab people's attention, because if you're putting out good content and good quality content and you're helping people ease a part of their life, you want them to see the content. So that's huge for me. So definitely spend some time in your thumbnail. Don't just do a screenshot or let YouTube pick it, because 1, it's usually a little blurry. 2, it's not really grabbing people's attention. Once I schedule it, then it's done. I don't have to worry about it. YouTube, you can schedule pretty far out, and you can even schedule your shorts. So I can get my full-length video and the shorts to go with it, all schedule it out at least a month in advance, 2 months in advance, and be done with it. Since we are in the middle of the summer, my content is scheduled, my content is ready to go out, and I can always make more content as I have time. But I'm super excited at the end of the summer to tell you how the batching worked, what the growth I saw was, what experiences I was able to enjoy with my family during summer break instead of having to work. So I became an entrepreneur not to be rich, not to make money, of course you want to make money, but I became an entrepreneur to be time rich. I wanted time. I wanted to be able to, my parents are retired. So if they call and want to do a random lunch date, I want to be able to do the random lunch date. If they want to play pickleball, I want to play pickleball. If my kids want to just wake up and go to a playground, I want to be able to do that. I don't want to have to ask my boss for time off. So getting my time back through batching is just, it's honestly like magical. And it makes the process of everything a lot more easy. It's just, I can't say enough about batching. So I know I spent a lot of time talking about batching with YouTube, but do the same for like your social media. For Instagram, I know Instagram, you can schedule reels, you can schedule posts. Facebook, you can schedule posts. So whatever platforms that you're using, find out the scheduling tools that they have to figure out how much you can batch out. Do they limit it to 30 days in advance? If so, you know, okay, I can be 30 days ahead. And imagine if today you were 30 days ahead on all of your content. Imagine what else you could do. So I know for me, getting ahead on my content means I can build the course that I've been putting off. It means I can spend the time with my kids. It means I have the freedom to sleep in. I enjoy the gym. I can change my gym schedule over the summer. I don't have to do it early in the morning so that I can get right to work. So I strongly encourage you, if you're doing anything that is repetitive or that you can schedule out, look into batching and try it. Even if you just batch out for a week, start with a week. Start with 5 days and see the time that you got back and see how easy it was. Also, see how easy it made the actions. So when I know it's recording day, I just know it's recording day. It's not like, oh my gosh, I have to record, I have to edit, I have to schedule, I have to have a video out by tomorrow, and then I have to do the shorts. No, it makes things easier, and you will come off more naturally, and the time that you're going to save and the energy is going to be well worth it. So I know I kind of went on and on about the batching. I am super excited to share at the end of the summer how my batching experience went for batching my whole summer content. If you have any questions, please make sure you drop them down in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next video.